See that?
You're
The
just
problem
like
out the door
standing
is-
in there. Like you.
Like, there's so many guys that...
The thing that you were doing before is you're like really timidly like poking your head in and out to try to find the invisible dudes. What you should be doing is running around in circles in that room, looking for them, and shooting them, and not standing still. You tend to like want to post up in like a hallway or whatever, and just like stand there and shoot guys, but that's like super not. You just want to be really aggressive and move around real fast.
Yeah.
You do a lot of like looking at them and then not shooting them and then like bobbing between them until you get pincered by them and stuff. It's like I think the thing about it is basically like, so these games, like old shooters have really limited map space. So like in Destiny you have a ton of space to work with a lot of the time. You can just fly up in the air or whatever if you're about to get shot at. But here you're like your floor space is like a limited resource. So you have to like always keep yourself in a position where you have somewhere to go. Because standing still is death.
Where was that health thing? Was that like near here, or was it?
Yeah, I think it was like one of these fucking alcoves.
It's probably like over here, I think.
Lol.
That's probably helpful.
Save again and fight courageously. I think that's why one of the reasons I like these old shooters a lot, like the John Romero thing about Doom 1, about how like he hates new games because they encourage you to be a little bitch, basically. I like that they encourage you to just like run around and be really dynamic and like do stuff based on your instincts and stuff instead of trying to like think about where you're gonna like sit and shoot guys from. I think that's just basically a style of play that aligns with my interests more.
Yeah. I don't know if I have instincts.
I think all I have is instincts. I don't think I have anything else. I think that's like ultimately my problem with you as a player is that you have like bad game design instincts, even like not in terms of your ability to design games, but in terms of your ability to like intuit what a designer will have done with this level or whatever. Like you're like, it's like I remember like watching people like my uncle or whatever play games as a kid and being really frustrated that they just had to check every corner or whatever when I just like fucking kind of knew where the thing probably would be.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least had a guess. Like I'm not right all the time, but like because I go with hunches a lot, a bunch of the time I am right and it saves me a bunch of time not having to like methodically do everything. I have obtained more debriefing reports from the crew whom you've rescued earlier. From those two dudes. They have reported
like
seeing two
10.
types of 4 that you have not yet encountered.
10 of 200.
Evidently, these are 2 of the other clans which Durandal alluded to in earlier communications. One is taller than the fighters. Oddly, the report indicated that this new 4 fired only upon other 4 and never on any humans. Because of this and their general appearance, the crew who saw them referred to them as enforcers. The other alien was named Hunter by the crew due to its size and appearance. It fires an energy weapon from its shoulder and is heavily armored. Unlike the fighters, the hunters never take prisoners. Oh. I am sending you to the G4 sunbathing landing station. Stand by to teleport.
Kaboom. That health helped in that fight.
Yeah. I mean, you basically died. You like almost died in that fight if you had 1 health bar.
Yeah.
What's this level called? Oh, it's G4 sunbathing.
So it's 9:34. That's probably about.
We've
right.
we've been recording for about 50 minutes or something, probably longer than that. I think this is a good place to stop because I know this level is going to take us probably the entire next week of episodes to do.
Yeah.
Just from how long it's taken us before. I might even, if I have some time in the week, I might even just kind of do it.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out so we can just not take forever to fucking get through this level.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this level is neat. It's a cool idea. Basically, you're in like this area that we're in is like the interior that's next to an exterior portion of the ship, and you can see it's not pressurized, so your oxygen is going down.
Yeah.
And the only try to fire your pistol. Oh, I get what it is. So it's
the pistol works, but
you can't even equip your AR, right?
The AR.
Yeah. So basically only your pistol and your fusion pistol work.
Yeah.
And you gotta go around and flip a bunch of switches. Oh yeah. Do the full charge though. Didn't it have a thing? Doesn't it go beep?
I think that's all it does. I don't know.
Try holding it longer.
How long is too long?
Maybe it's in Marathon 2 or something. I am pretty damn sure in one of the marathons, if you hold it, you'll hear beeps, and then when the final beep happens, it's like a mega shot.
Yeah. I that sounds familiar, but
yeah.
Cool. So that was some more marathon. Sorry for my playing. I apologize to everyone watching.
When we do Marathon 2, I'm gonna show him how Daddy do it.
Yeah, he's gonna play Marathon 2. So
I'm gonna show him how Daddy run around with 2 shotguns.
Can get all his
I think it's basically
out.
just old shooters are designed by assholes like me who just want to not have to think at all and just run around and kill things. It's like the experience I had with Halo 1 playing on normal all the time. I would just run around and not think at all. It was a super meditative experience. Destiny is like that for me too when we're not doing really dangerous things, when I'm just grinding or whatever.
I can do that in those
a thing
games. I don't know if I think it's just something about
because that's the thing. It's a thing where you're so you're not thinking in terms of method or logic or anything. You're just kind of you're just kind of running around shooting the guys in the best way that you can feel to shoot the guys.
I think for me, it just seems like it takes me a long time to get into that groove. And that's something you've always been frustrated with. It's it takes me a long time to just lock into a thing and just go for it.
Yeah.
I do that by I don't know. It just
you fake it.
I have a lot of.
You just
not. Maybe
you just develop a bunch.
I have a lot of
methods.
patience, so I can just.
You have infinite patience. I don't think you understand what patience is. I don't think you have patience at all. I just think that you lack the emotion of impatience.
Maybe
having patience to me is a guy who's impatient but is really disciplined about not letting that frustration overwhelm him. I feel like you just don't even get the frustration at all.
Maybe, I guess. Depending on the game. Yeah. I don't know. I'm slow and dumb. Whatever.
I think you don't have the idiotic confidence that I have. I think your instincts are probably just as good as mine, but you don't have the balls to just do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then you spend forever doing trial and error when it's just a waste of time because you could just as quickly figure it out by dying a few times or whatever by running around. That's my whole argument about your whole thing, is that you spend a bunch of time trying to figure things out when you could just intuitively figure them out in the same amount of time or less without having to do as much work, basically. Man.com.
I guess. I just like playing the way I play, basically.
Yeah, it's just
until you start watching me do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just goddamn.
Not a good combo.
Goddamn. All right.
Anyway.
Well, yeah.
More marathon next week.
You have to beat marathon.
Perhaps we'll beat this level.
You're
gonna
suffocate. That's how we end this series of Let's Plays. You're gonna fucking suffocate.
Goodbye.
You just gonna like actually?
Goodbye.
Do you
Sweet
die
universe.
when it runs out, or does your health start going down?
I
What
don't know.
happens? This is fucking terrifying. I'm fully immersed in this experience. Oh Jesus.
You just fall into a pile of blood and guts.
Oh yeah, that's what happens when you suffocate. You explode. All right. See you next week, boys and girls.
Bye-bye.